Welcome back and welcome back. We'll start with the crude oil prices first, and that has had impact on transportation, labor cost, etc. And that has had many of these agriculture commodity prices also on the higher side. So when you look at this year, we've seen edible oil space hit all-time highs. We've seen a similar scenario happen with coffee. Ethanol prices are trading nearly 160% on the higher side. Sugar is up by 24% as well. So while it has been about weak season and also pent-up demand, COVID restrictions, all of those factors pushing these prices higher. How is 2022 looking when you look at these soft commodities? Joining us now is Mr. Atul Chaturvedi from Renuka Sugars to talk exactly about that. Mr. Chaturvedi, hi. I want to start first of all with the edible oil sector. It has seen all-time highs. We've seen various moves and measures come in from the government as well, even leading to futures ban of some of these commodities. But going forward, as we step into the next year, what are the fundamentals that you will watch out for, and what range are you working with?
Honestly speaking, I think the worst for the Indian consumer or for the government policymakers is probably over and done with. The peak which we saw in August, I don't see that happening in the new year. Whether we like it or not, the fact remains that the world is now sitting on a lot of oil. And Indian demand is also now looking a lot more subdued than what it was. And what we see is there's a huge inverse in the international market as far as soya oil is concerned, and as far as palm is concerned. There's an inverse of almost $200 from ready to forward positions. So all these things are bound to put some pressure on the markets once we go into the new year. And as far as India is concerned, the crushing operations as far as soya is concerned has not been all that great in the last couple of months, which means the farmers are holding on to the beans. And with the large mustard crop in the offing, we feel that Indian crushing operation will start peaking once again post-March. Once the mustard crop hits the market, then the farmers would also be offloading their soybeans. So that should also put additional pressure on the Indian values.
Okay.
Our back of the envelope calculations actually tell us that next year, the domestic production of oils could be higher by anywhere between 1.25 to 1.5 million tons. So this will probably keep a cap on the imports. So our imports, which are now touching around something like 13 million tons, give or take a couple of 100,000 tons here or there, may not go up, or in fact, may actually marginally come off. Oh. And Indian consumer is very, very price sensitive. So our consumption is also a lot more subdued than what it was.
Yeah. Mr. Chaturvedi, we have seen in the last few days, most of the FMCG companies actually cut their edible oil prices for the consumers. Is it done? Are we looking at further decline in prices from here on?
No, honestly speaking, I don't think that was too much of an event. The MRPs were actually, historically, the factories were allowed to change the MRP once the goods leave the factories. But maybe about 2 decades back, the law was changed and it was made compulsory that the MRP needs to be put at the factory level itself. So what was actually happening was most of the mills were actually putting the MRP on the higher side so that in case if the markets go up, they don't need to change things. But what was actually happening at the ground level was some of the smart retailers were palming it off at that same level, even though the actual selling price may be much lower. So I think it's a welcome sign that everybody has decided to bring down the MRPs much more to the realistic level basis their own selling prices. So I think that should actually help in bringing down the prices for the Indian consumer. So that I think is a welcome step. And all the leading players have joined hands, and they are now even putting out press releases, and even as an association, we are going to be issuing press releases. So all these things should definitely have an impact on the markets.
All right, Mr. Chaturvedi, Manisha, thanks very much for joining in and taking us through this important subject. With that, let's shift focus now to a CNBC TV 18 exclusive. Sources tell us that the government has not placed new orders for precautionary doses with either Serum or Bharat Biotech yet. Sources say the government is likely to use the existing stocks first. Timsi Jaipuria has more on this big story. Timsi, go ahead.
जब अपनी बारी